Hello there, this is Scott, and I just want to start off by wishing you all a very happy new year, and I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. Now, I've not done any recording over the last how long has it been? The last time I actually done a recording was the vlog video for this studio build here, and I've not turned on the camera since then. And the reason why is because just after that video, my kids broke up for the school Christmas holidays. Then a couple of days later, my wife started her Christmas holidays, and I had the wife and the kids at home. And when they're at home, you don't really get too much peace and quiet. There's, television's going off, there's games being played, music blaring out. So there's not any sort of peace and quiet time to actually get much recording done. So I just thought, sod it sort of thing. It is the first Christmas in our new house. I want to have a bit of time off to enjoy the Christmas as well. So I thought, well, let's just forget about recording for the time being, get Christmas out of the way, get New Year out of the way, get the kids back to school and the wife back to work, and then that's it, I can start recording again. So apologies for the lack of uploads, but sometimes these things happen. Okay, so around November time, Vaporroom.com, they contacted me and said, hello Scott, would you be interested in doing a review on the Aspire Odyssey? And I thought, yeah, that sounds good, yeah, no worries, send one over. And they said, well, we haven't got one yet, but we're going to be getting them in the future, so as soon as we get them in, we'll send one out to you. I said, all right, okay, fine. And then I think it was around sort of 2 weeks ago, Libero.co.uk, they contacted me and said, hello Scott, would you be interested in reviewing the Aspire Quest Mini kit? I thought, okay, then, that sounds all right, as long as I don't mind sort of waiting for the review, because I'm a bit sort of backlogged at the moment, then, yeah, fine, send one over, and I'll get a review recorded for you. And then a few days later, it turned up in the post. The next day, Vaporroom then contacted me again and said, hello, Scott, we've now got the Aspire Odyssey kits in. There's a little bit of a delay because there was an issue with the name, and they've had to change it to the Aspire Quest Mini Kit. And as soon as I read that, I thought, oh, I've really made a faux pas here, because obviously I agreed to review it for Vaporroom, but then I also agreed to review it for Libero, not realising that Aspire Odyssey is actually Aspire Quest Mini, just with a name change. So I wrote off to Vaporroom and explained the situation. I wrote off to Libero and explained the situation. And for me, because I'd already agreed to the review for Vaporroom, I said to Libero, look, would you mind if I review it for them instead, because I did already make that arrangement with them. Do apologise, I didn't realise the name change situation. I said, to make it up for you, I'll send you over the money for that kit, and what I'll do is I'll just give that one away in my vlog video. And they said, well, look, don't worry about sending us some money, no problems, no harm done, just do a giveaway in the vlog video. So I've got two Aspire Quest Mini kits, so I can review one and then give the other one away. So thank you to Libero.co.uk for your understanding, and obviously for also supplying a prize of a Aspire Quest Mini kit. So if you want to win the Quest Mini, all you need to do is leave a comment in the YouTube's comments box below, and that's it, you're automatically entered. And in the next vlog video, I will announce the winner. And I'll just choose somebody at random, or I'll try and find a program online which can pick a random comment from the video. I know there used to be one, but it was a little bit hit and miss, I found. So whether it's working correctly or not, I'm not too sure at the moment, but I'll see how that goes. If not, what I'll probably do is just say to my kids, go through all those comments, pick a random one, and whatever one they point out, that will be the winner. Doesn't matter what country you're in, any country can enter. I don't mind sending it wherever you are in the world. Okay, so once again, apologies to Libero.co.uk for that sort of cock up on my part, and also thank you to you for your understanding and for obviously saying, well, okay, just do a giveaway instead. So thank you, Libero. Okay, so what are your New Year's resolutions? Well, I've got a couple. First of all, I want to make sure I start getting to that sort of regular content upload for my YouTube channel. So I know I've been saying it for ages now, and I feel embarrassed every time I do say it again, but I really do want to get into that habit of Monday is going to be a vlog, and then Wednesdays and Fridays will be reviews. So starting this year with a new studio, when I start recording tomorrow for the first time in here, recording properly anyway, for the reviews, hopefully it is going to be a big help, and hopefully I can keep up with that sort of schedule. And what I'd like to try and do is get a bit of a backlog of reviews and vlog videos recorded, so then that way I can still have videos uploaded, even if I am sort of having a bit of time off from recording, because it is things like half term for the kids, and I can sort of obviously look after the kids and things like that. So that's the plan, and hopefully it will come to fruition, which is going to be the word of the day. The other resolution I've got is to try to start eating a little bit healthier and start getting a little bit fitter. Now, for about sort of 15 years of my life, I've pretty much dedicated it to playing ice hockey. So every every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be at the rink training. Then every Saturday and Sunday, I'll be travelling up and down the country and playing matches. And so that was my way of obviously keeping fit, because 5 days of the week, I was playing ice hockey. Unfortunately, I did end up having a quite bad accident at work where I put my hand through a glass window, and I cut my thumb very badly, and I went through all the tendons and the nerves and right down to the bone. And I had to go through 6 months of physiotherapy to try and get some sort of movement back. And by the time I was able to sort of hold on to a stick again, I tried to sort of get back into the team, and it was a real struggle. And then the team I was playing for, they ended up folding. And I tried to go and join other teams. I was at Haringey, I was at Streatham, at Chelmsford. Basically, any team that wanted a keeper to come along and for a little bit of training, just to sort of try and get into the team. But they already had established netminders there, and it was really difficult. And in the end, I just thought, sod this, it's just too much hassle for sort of little reward at that time. And I made the decision to sort of hang up my gloves, unfortunately. And I still regret that to this day. I'd love to still be able to play, but that's just the way life goes. Then after that, I started going back to playing football, or soccer, if you're in America, because that's what I was playing a lot before the ice hockey, but I went back to it. And then I was training during the week. I was playing for a five-a-side team, or in a five-a-side league midweek. Then on a Sunday, I'll be playing Sunday league football. But then the guys that I was playing football with was all around the same sort of age. We all got married around the same time. We all started having kids around the same time. And when you get married and you have kids, life does change. There's no two ways about it. And your time does become a lot more sort of sparse, basically. And eventually, my mates would be making excuses not to turn up for training. I'd then make excuses because I couldn't turn up for training. Then we couldn't turn up for the odd matches and that. And in the end, we all just sort of said, let's just knock it on the head, shall we? It's just sort of not worth it. So for the last sort of couple of years, I've not been doing any sort of fitness whatsoever. And there's only so much chocolate and crisps and glasses of cola you can drink before you do start sort of piling on the pounds. And I'm at that age where it's going to happen like that. I'm still sort of relatively slim for a 41-year-old male, but who hasn't done any sort of exercise for a couple of years. But I know very quickly I will get to that stage where I'm just going to sort of balloon out unless I sort of try and do something. So I'm a vegetarian, but I hate vegetables. The only vegetable I can eat is a potato, and that's when it's chopped up and made into chips, or like a jacket potato or roast potato, something like that. Broccoli, cabbage, lettuce, celery, mushrooms are the work of Beelzebub. I don't know how people can eat that sort of stuff. I just don't like the smell of it. I don't like the look of it. And I most definitely do not like the taste of it. But I know I do need to start eating more of those sort of things rather than pizzas, basically. So I thought I've got to find some way of doing it. I was up about sort of 2 weeks ago. I was watching some late night shopping channel, had a thing on there called a Nutri Ninja, and it's basically like a big blender, and I was getting all fruits. I love fruit, and I can't get enough fruit, but I was getting like bananas and apples and grapes, but then also mixing it in with like carrots and broccoli and lettuce and all that sort of stuff, then putting it in a blender, and it's just making a nice smoothie. And I thought, well, if I can blend them all up and have all the fruit mask the flavour, I might be able to do that. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, is drinking loads of, well, not last couple of weeks, when did I get it? About a week ago. So for the last week, I've been drinking loads of smoothies, and they're actually really nice. And the reason why they're nice is because I can only taste the fruit. I can't taste all the crappy vegetables. But hopefully, that is going to be of some sort of help to me. Now, in addition to that, you need to do some sort of exercise as well. I think I'd love to go back to playing football, but football. I'd love to go back to playing football. Ice hockey's out of the win. I'm just too old to be to do all that sort of stuff again. But I'd love to go back and play football. But without having any sort of mates who are still into playing football, I feel a bit awkward being a 41-year-old man turning up for a local sort of side where it's all like youngsters and that these days. You know, I don't want to be the old granddad on the team. And I hate lifting weights, so there's no point in me joining the gym. I have joined gyms in the past and I've gone for a month or so, but I just get so bored of lifting weights. But I did see, again, on another late night channel, was like this little home gym, which sort of packs up to the size of a small suitcase. You can put it in the cupboard and sort of forget about it. And it's not got weights, but it's got like the tension sort of bands, if you see what I mean. It looks quite good, to be fair, but you know, whether it is actually any good is another matter. But I thought if I get one of those, at least then I haven't actually sort of got to get ready, leave the house, get in the car, drive to the gym and that, because, you know, if it's in the house, I can just quickly whip it out of the cupboard, set it up, do half hour, and then put it back again and sort of forget about it until the next time I fancy it. But hopefully a little bit of that mixing with the smoothies should keep me on top of my game with a bit of luck anyway. But I said we'll just have to wait and see. Annoying thing though is that the gym thing, with the Nutrient Ninja, I ordered it and it came like 2 days later, and I was expecting the same thing with the gym, but you know, it's been 7 days now, still nothing has turned up. I looked on their website this morning, it says, oh, we aim to deliver all our items within 28 days. So I could potentially have to wait sort of 28 days until it's actually delivered. I think by then I've probably lost all motivation anyway, but those are my resolutions. More upload content on a regular scale and to try and get a little bit fitter. Okay, so I've not done any juice reviews for around 18 months now, but I would say that 95% of the suppliers who contact me for reviews are juice companies wanting obviously juice reviews. And like I said, I've just been turning them away or not bothering to respond, because I just got very fed up of doing juice reviews. I think they're a bit pointless because, you know, taste is very subjective. You know, what I love, somebody else may hate and vice versa. And I got really fed up of the grief involved with doing juice reviews because, like what I just mentioned there, you know, sometimes I'd get an e-liquid, I really like the flavour of it, and I'd say, you know, this is tasting gorgeous, this is, you know, I'm getting all these flavours out of it. And somebody go along and buy it, they taste it, don't like it, and then come back and call me a liar because I said that I liked it. And then it would also work in the like on the flip side as well, because I'd review an e-liquid, I'll say that I don't like it, and then you get all the juice fanboys come along and say, well, we like it, so you must be a bloody liar. So you couldn't really win. You know, if you liked it, you know, you was a liar. If you didn't like it, you was a liar. And then I thought, oh, fuck this, you know, I just can't be bothered with all this bollocks. So I thought, well, no more juice reviews. I'm not officially stopped juice, not officially stopped juicing. I'm not officially stopped doing juice reviews, but so I may well do them in the future, but for the time being, I just can't be arsed. Having said that though, what I thought I could do is maybe just like accept the odd one, but just say to them, I'm not going to do a review, but I will do a first impressions in my vlog videos. So this company, the druidsbrew.co.uk, again, they wrote to me and said, can you do a review? And I said, no. And they said, well, can we just send you one out? Just let us know your thoughts privately. No review necessary. So I thought, well, all right, I'll do that. But I thought, well, I could do a sort of review in my vlog videos, but we'll see how it goes and then we'll see what you guys think of it. So this is Snow Queen by the druidsbrew.co.uk. It's 6 milligram strength. It is a mix of PG and VG. I can't see any ratios on there though. And this is their new flavour, and it's a it's meant to be a tobacco, but with more emphasis on menthol. Now I've got a new coil in here with a new cotton. I've set it all up. I have primed it. I've added a few more drops on there. I've not tried it yet though, so we'll see. This will be a sort of a genuine first impressions. Should hopefully be okay. So this is a 0.9 ohm coil at 48 watts, and it's called Snow Queen. I will warn you, this is a very small room, so it probably is going to get filled up with vapour very quickly. I have got the door open slightly, but I don't have it too open because otherwise you're going to start getting all the reverb and that. But it may well fill up the room with vapour at the moment, unfortunately. Well, I put in too much juice there because it's all coming out the top. It's a very strong menthol. The first flavour you get is Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Like, it's really easily recognisable as being like a Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, but this isn't a mint e-liquid. This is definitely a menthol. Because with a menthol, you can really feel all your sinuses clearing up. You get that sort of coolness at the back of your throat. And I'm definitely getting that with this. It's quite strong menthol as well. But the first initial flavour, which lasts for like, maybe a second, is definitely Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Tobacco, you don't notice whatsoever until you've finished exhaling, and a couple of seconds later, you just sort of feel a slight sort of tobacco right on the back of my tongue. But I'll describe this more as a menthol flavour with a dash of tobacco rather than a tobacco menthol. And the actual tobacco itself, might have to watch a little bit higher for this. The actual tobacco itself is what I would class as a quite sort of herbally tobacco flavour. Now, when the first UK manufactured e-liquid started hitting the scene, and I think it was companies like Decadent Vapors brought out their sort of tobacco flavourings, they were tobacco, but they were a little bit sort of herbally. So the only way I can really sort of describe it is that sort of tobacco flavour here. It's quite pleasant. It's not amazingly nice, but it's quite pleasant. But like I said, it is also quite faint. If I was going to put this into percentages, I would say this is 90% menthol, 6% Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, and then 4% like a sort of herbally tobacco flavour. It feels like I haven't got enough juice on there, but obviously yeah, because it's pissing out all over the place. But I think the question is with these sort of things is, would I buy a bottle? And the answer quite simply is no, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd quite happily. I'm just leaking like nobody's business. Let's put it over there. If I was, I'd quite happily finish vaping that bottle of e-liquid, but once it's run out, I wouldn't be bothered if I never vaped it again. That's not saying it's a horrible flavour, because it is a very nice flavour, but it's just not nothing that makes me think, wow, I've got to go and grab another bottle. But if you like strong menthols with a little dash of tobacco, it could be right up your street. So that was the Snow Queen from the druidsbrew.co.uk. Okay, so what have I been vaping over the Christmas period? Well, the main thing I've been using is this, which I bought from Totally Wicked. Now, they call it a Forza Mini or something like that, but I think it's more well known as a, is it? I can't remember what it's fucking called now. Is there anything indication on it? No. I think it's the, is it e-cig VT60? Which was initially a 60 watt device, but then a firmware update came out which turned it to 75 watts. This had the update already installed on it, and the only reason I got this is because I got a mate who loves it, and he kept on going on about it every time I sort of spoke to him, saying, "Oh, you got to get one, you got to get one." And I was like, "Well, I'm not that bothered about it. I'm not that bothered about it." And in the end, I caved. I thought, "Oh, just to fucking shut him up, I'll go and grab one." And to be quite honest, it's a really nice little mod. I love the screen on it, very nice and clear. Nice size as well, you can see. It's just a tiny little thing. I've got big old hands, but it is a nice little mod. Battery life on it's not too bad if you haven't got a ultra low resistance coil on there. I've got a 0.3 ohm coil on here, and it does make the battery life go down there pretty quickly, to be quite honest. But if you just got like a regular sort of standard resistance or anything that's not sort of too low, battery life isn't too bad at all. And quite nicely made, magnetic cover, so nice, quick, easy battery changes over. Nice and quick to change your battery over, that's what I'm trying to say. And just a very nice little mod. The tank I've been using is from naturevape.co.uk, and it's called a Mutank, I think that's how you pronounce it. And this I've been really impressed with. There's two, they sent me over two. One is the Mutank with sort of pre-built atomizer head, so you can just sort of simply screw in there, and the other one is the rebuildable tank version. But I've been using this one a lot because the flavour on it is excellent, really is very good. in here I've got my Titan Fluid tobacco flavour, which is watered down. So basically what I do is I get an empty 100ml bottle and I pour 30ml of the Titan Fluid tobacco in there, then fill the rest up with 70ml of VG. Obviously that brings the nicotine content down, but it also brings the flavour down as well. But this atomizer, the flavour's coming through really strong. It's very rich and very dark, and it's been an absolute joy to use. And one thing I really like about it is the fact that to fill it up with more juice, all you need to do is unscrew the top. You've got two big holes there. You pour your juice down one, air escapes out the other. Makes filling it up nice and quick, nice and simple. And you know, it performs great as well. On the atomizer, it says it can be, on the like the chimney inside there, it says it can be used between 30 and 150 watts. I wouldn't fancy trying it at 150 watts, to be honest. I've been vaping it at 60 watts and just a really nice vape. Sod's law, my battery is now just showing up as weak battery, but I'll try and give you a blast on it anyway. And the flavour on that really is absolutely gorgeous. I'd like to say that the review won't be long, but I have got quite a big old backlog of reviews at the moment. So that Mutank review, I may even bump it up the list, to be honest, because I have been using it a lot recently. I know it's sort of pretty much inside out, so chances are we'll bump that up the list a little bit just to sort of get it out of the way and stop me from using it. And I can obviously crack on with something else as well. Other reviews, I'll keep looking over there, by the way, so I've got some notes written down on the door just because I'm a little bit out of practice. Other reviews that I've got coming up, I've got a cigar review, I've got a pipe review as well for the old pipe smokers out there. I've got the Endura T18, I've got the Coolfire 4, got the Telemachos Springermizer from Imeo. Incidentally, Phil Peepazada, he uploaded his Telemachos review this morning. I was watching that with my morning cup of coffee, so go along and check that out. I've got a squonking atomizer from the guys over at what's his name? Norbert, his name is. I don't think he's actually got a website. Actually, I have to find out. We know where he's actually going to be selling them from, whether it's a forum or Facebook. But it's a little squonking atomizer. I think he's calling it Little Origin 16 or something like that. Anyway, but that's coming up very soon. And I've got a few others as well. So I'm running quite behind at the moment, unfortunately. But hopefully, tomorrow I'll be able to get lots of recording done in the studio, because I'm just walk in, turn on the lights, press the record button, and that's it. So it should be a really big help to get at least a few reviews recorded, or like the close-up sections for the reviews recorded tomorrow. And then hopefully get a couple recorded and uploaded on the Wednesday, and then a couple more on the Friday, just to try and catch up a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap it up there, to be quite honest. Like I said, I'm a little bit out of practice. I think I've pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover in this review. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a comment below so you get your chance to win the Aspire Quest Mini Kit, courtesy of libero.co.uk. And have a fantastic week. If you do have any suggestions or questions, again, leave them in the comment section below. And by doing that, you automatically enter yourself into the competition as well, or the giveaway. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a fantastic week, and I'll speak to you later.